They're upset, they're sad, they're frustrated.
Chief Tara Lee Beardy says an apartment fire in Tatascoyat Cree Nation on Saturday could have been prevented. It left 2 people injured and 10 families without homes.
If we had a fire truck, we could have probably saved the whole apartment complex.
Beardy says the community's fire truck has had issues with breaking down. It's still not working, and she says she's trying to figure out how to pay for the repairs it needs.
There really is no reason why we can't get those same level of standards in place.
Blaine Wiggins is the senior director with the National Indigenous Fire Safety Council. He says each community has different needs, and that has to be taken into account by all leadership in fire prevention and mitigation.
What we're working towards is standard, but how the community gets there is no template.
The council released a report which found people living on a First Nation are 10 times more likely to die in a house fire than people living elsewhere in Canada, a statistic that hasn't changed in over 20 years.
It is alarming, and it is shocking that these statistics have been around for quite a while and there's no change.
There are many communities in the north without access to standard firefighting equipment. MKO Grand Chief Garrison Settee says the issue has been ignored despite major fires like in Tatascoyat.
We have talked about this for the last 20 years. We have talked about this to different governments.
Settee says MKO and its nations are calling for the federal government to take immediate action to make sure all First Nations have the means to keep their communities safe from fires.
It's time to fix the problem. It's time to fix what's wrong and make it right.
According to Indigenous Services Canada's website, it provided an average of $43.9 million annually over the last 5 years for fire protection on First Nations across Canada. Joanne Roberts, CBC News, Winnipeg.